All right, if you are looking for affordable luxury in a resort-style community with an RV garage, this is going to be the video for you. Today we are out in Dove Mountain, Marana, which is just northwest of Tucson, out at Los Saguaros in Dove Mountain with Lennar Homes. We're going to be taking a look at this amazing floor plan, which is very rare to come across here in Dove Mountain. And did I mention it's affordable? We're going to take a look inside and then we're going to jump on the map so I can show you what's around the area, why people love living here, and then of course we'll go over pricing. But enough talking, let's get right inside. Okay, come on in. Now, this floor plan is the Outlander. It is 2,405 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and a lot of upgrades. This is the model home, so keep that in mind as we're walking through. Now, what I really like is this really grand entryway, and then throughout you have 10-foot ceilings as a standard, which is really, really nice. Before we head down that way, let me show you the guest side of the house. Now, walking through, here is the first guest bedroom. And again, carrying on those super tall ceilings. And this is perfect if you either use it as a guest room, an office. If you have kids, this is the perfect size. There's big furniture in here. I think this is a queen size bed, if I am not mistaken. So it gives you an idea of what you could fit in this room. And then you do have these really nice paneled doors as well. So again, when you're getting into new construction homes, they are energy efficient. They're brand new. You don't have to worry about those high utility bills. Here you have a linen closet. Oh, and one thing I definitely want to mention as we're walking through this house, this model was built a few years ago. So any of their quick move-ins that they have available, they have a lot of extra upgrades and newer tile, which I'll show you when we get in the garage. Now, through here, we have the guest bathroom. This is the shared bathroom between the two guest bedrooms. And this would look different in the new quick move-ins as well. So you're gonna have different cabinets, countertops, but it is a dual vanity. Plus you have a shower tub combo as well, which is really nice. And again, the height in these ceilings make a really big difference. It makes you feel like it's a lot more grand. Over through here is the second guest bedroom. This one's decorated really cute. And you have a lot of great natural lighting that comes in through here. In both guest bedrooms, you do have these sliding closets, but this one is a really nice deep one. So you can definitely fit a lot of, storage, clothes, whatever in these closets. Now, the area out here is absolutely beautiful. This community is very close to being closed out, but there are still options. So if you're interested in this community or any in the surrounding areas, give me a call. You can text, call, email. All my contact information is down below, especially if you're relocating. Now, follow me over here. Through here, right across from the guest side of the house, you have your front door. And then you have your laundry room, which does lead into the garage. So this is a nice big laundry room. Here would be your washer and dryer. And then, oh, the door's locking. Over here, you can have some extra storage, but come on in here. This is probably what you all are wanting to see, but I promise there's a lot more cooler surprises throughout the video. This is the door to the office. Now, how this house comes, it is a 2.5 car garage, plus your massive RV garage, which there's so much storage in here, it's unbelievable. So pretend this wall isn't here, that is a 2-car garage plus your half over here. Now, throughout, this is a finished garage. You are going to have pre-plumbing for a water softener. We are in Arizona and we do have hard water, so it is nice that you do have that pre-plumbed. You can install it after you purchase the house. And I had mentioned in the quick move-ins, they have some nicer upgrades in flooring and all of that. So here's basically an idea of it. You're going to have that elongated wood plank tile. And then they do have some really nice cabinets as well. So it does look a little bit different, a little bit more nicer now than the current model home. So something to keep in mind. And of course, you have your massive RV garage. Now, I just did the measurements. It is going to be 40 feet of the garage, and then you have 16 feet all the way up Across, it is going to be 15 feet this way, and then all the way down, it is 48 feet. So if you have questions about that, give me a call or text, but this can definitely fit your super big RV, or if you want to make it into, you know, a home gym, rock climbing, you could have like a bar in here. I don't know, you could kind of do whatever you want, movie theater, workshop, whatever. You can kind of do everything in here. And before I forget, this is also important if you are wanting an RV in here. Right out through here, I don't know the actual name of it, but it's basically the dump for any waste deposit. And you can have it picked up here in the community. So if you are doing an RV, you can just do your waste deposit right through here, which is a really nice bonus. So really huge garage. They only have a few of these left in this community. And other than that, if you're gonna shop in this community for an RV garage, the price does go up significantly, which we'll talk about price later on in the video, which you will wanna stay for that. So besides that, let's go check out the rest of the house. Okay, so after you saw those newer finishes of like the tile that I showed you in the garage, just imagine it through here. They are really nice. It does make it feel a lot more modern and updated, but either way, the houses do appear super, super nice. Before you get into the rest of the house, right through here, you do have a powder room. And this is perfect for guests. Now, again, this is a model home, so this tile would not be in the quick move-ins, but it does give you some inspo if you like it. But you have a single vanity and then a toilet. So any of your guests, if you're entertaining or not wanting to use the main primary bathroom, you can have this option as well. And then, let's see, coat closet right through here. So right off of your entry area. And then besides this being a 3-bedroom, I forgot to mention, there's also an office space, which is really nice. And this one actually has a closet. It could potentially be a 4th bedroom, which is a really great bonus. And it is a real closet, which is, again, kind of unheard of when it comes to more of the office flex spaces that a lot of the builders are doing. So this is definitely a nice bonus to have. But carpet is going to be coming standard in all of the bedrooms and office space. Any of the main areas and wet rooms, you will have tile in any of the quick move-ins. Now, look at this nice open space. Now, again, this model home was built a few years ago, so in the actual models and current inventory, this is a lot more updated. You're going to have more quartz or upgraded granite, and then of course, upgraded cabinets. And you are even going to have the cafe series appliances in those homes, which are some really nice appliance packages. But nice elongated space for cooking. You're going to have a 10-foot island, if I'm correct. And then over here, you're going to have your pantry. Right through here, a nice amount of space. And then you have your refrigerator and then your side countertops, which this is perfect if you want to have a coffee bar, drink station, whatever. There's a lot of extra space in this kitchen. Now, again, I had mentioned there's a lot of communities within the Dove Mountain area, which is really awesome. So if you want to explore this area, if you want to explore any of the other builders, definitely give me a call or text. And I'm also curious, what would you do? I forgot to ask this in the RV garage. What would you do in there? Comment down below. Would you use it as an RV? Would you put it at gym, workshop? I'm super curious if people actually are using it for RVs or not. So through here, you have your designated dining space, your living room, and then your really nice 12-foot slider. And this does come, you're going to have more of the accordion sliders in the quick move-ins, which is really nice, or it'll be the meat in the middle, but we'll go out there in just a few minutes. But I think this is a really nice touch because we're out here in the desert, we're out here in a resort community. A lot of these homes have some really beautiful views. There's a huge saguaro out there with great mountain views. So you might as well be able to have that indoor-outdoor living all throughout the year. Now, I want to show you the primary bedroom over through here. So you do have true split floor plan. You're not living on top of each other. For this being under or just over 2,400 square feet, this feels really nicely spaced out. And the primary bedroom is massive. So you have a big king size bed in here, big side tables. You even have a boudoir over there. This is a massive room, big windows. It feels super, super spacious, which is really nice. And then having, again, the super tall ceilings, it just makes it feel even bigger. So it's a really nice bonus, honestly. Over through here, you have your primary bathroom. Now, another big difference in the quick move-ins is they are going to have some of those what I call party showers. So some will get rid of this linen space and it's going to just have a really big walk-in shower, which is, I think, a huge bonus. And then you have a really long double vanity through here. So not having to share any space. And again, when we go over pricing a little bit later on, you're going to be shocked at what these are going for and the incentives that are going to save you thousands of dollars upfront and annually. So that's something to definitely keep in mind. Over through here, you have the water closet. And then you have your walk-in closet right here. So you have your shelving units there, and then you have your rack space here. Definitely could be, maybe in my opinion, just because I have a lot of clothes and shoes, could be a little bit bigger, but it definitely gets the job done, and I think it's a really nice walk-in closet. Now, I'm excited to show you the backyard. It's super beautiful. There's a great view fence and some amazing saguaros. Let's go check it out. Okay, so I mentioned you have a 12-foot slider right here. So like this time of year when some of you are dealing with snow and awful weather, right now in November, it's beautiful. You can have indoor, outdoor living, no snow, no worrying about leaves or mowing grass. This is kind of what our winters look like, which is a huge bonus. So you have a nice extended patio right here. And then you do have really good yard space. And this is pretty similar to what a lot of the lots look like. Some of them are even bigger. You can fit almost 3 houses on some of the lot spaces. But a really nice view fence through here. And then check out those huge saguaros. Those are giant. I haven't seen many that are that tall. So I think that's really cool. This neighborhood's really beautiful. You have amazing just riprap rocks over there, but it gives you a good idea of what you can do with the backyard, which all of the backyards, they come as graded dirt. So it's up to you, your imagination, your budget of what you're gonna do back here. But just putting some turf, gravel, some pavers, you're good. Or if you want a pool, you can definitely do that in this neighborhood. Now, let's go take a look on the computer. We're gonna explore the area, the map, schools, and then of course we'll go over pricing. Okay, before we move on to the map, I wanted to show you a super helpful resource if you are looking to relocate. This is my website. It will be linked down below, or you can go to TucsonArizonaLiving.com. This is going to be a great one-stop shop for you to just get all of the information in your needs. So right up here at the top right corner, that is my phone number. You can either text or call me. This is the main page. And let me show you one of my favorite parts of the website, and that is the interactive map of Tucson and the surrounding areas. Now, as you go over, you can see it's highlighting as we go over different areas, and these are some of the major areas and or towns in Tucson. Today, we are talking about Dove Mountain. So if you click on Dove Mountain, it will take you to basically every video I have done for Dove Mountain. It'll take you to an interactive map that doesn't seem to be working right now. Let's see. Yes, here's an interactive map that you can play around with, get an idea of the surrounding areas. Again, any of the videos I've done in Dove Mountain, you can even go and start creating your own custom list that is tailored specifically for your needs and likes in a home, which is really great. And then if you keep scrolling, this is another great resource. Download my relocation guide. It's free. Just enter your email address and it'll get sent directly to your inbox instantly for free. A lot of helpful info like schools, restaurants, resorts, neighborhoods, demographic, everything you need to know about Tucson, it is in that guide. As we keep scrolling, you will even have all of the restaurants that are within the Dove Mountain Marana area, which is really cool too. So you can go through and kind of see what's going to fit your needs, and you can see some Mexican food, definitely some healthy options as well. And then even a section about schools, which we will go over the schools in just a few minutes, but this is a one-stop shop for you. And then as you get to the very bottom, I always recommend set up a one-on-one call with me, whether it's over Zoom or a phone call, and this is the best way to do that. Just click schedule meeting. It'll take you directly to my calendar and you can book a phone call with me. So any of the times that are available, if you're not seeing something that works for you, shoot me a text. I can maybe move some things around, but as you can see, easiest way. I get to know you a little bit better and I can help you find the perfect location and or home for your relocation here to Tucson. All right, let's go ahead and get straight into the map. So here we are looking at a bird's eye view of Tucson. Right down here near the Google sign and Saguarita, that is south. Over here where it says Tanque Verde and Mica Mountain, that is going to be east. Opposite side where it says Saguaro National Park West, you guessed it, that's west. And then up here where it says Mount Lemmon and towards our red dot, that is going to be north. But we're gonna be a little bit more northwest for this video. So as you can see, Lennar Los Saguaros is right there where the red dot is. For the sake of these videos, I like using downtown Tucson as my central point. Now central Tucson is a little bit more this area, but for the videos I use downtown Tucson. Here you can see the Tucson Museum of Art and Children's Museum. This area is downtown Tucson. So to get to the subdivision, we're going to be getting on Congress Street, and then you are going to be headed up north on the I-10. So headed up, and as you can see, we're passing a Costco, which we'll look at in just a few minutes. And then you will be getting off on the Twin Peaks exit right here. This is going to be the easiest and quickest way to get there. So you'll be passing Twin Peaks right through here, passing Tangerine, and then headed up the beautiful drive of Dove Mountain Boulevard all through. So you're going to be passing a few golf courses. You'll be passing the entrance to the Ritz-Carlton, and right after this roundabout, you're going to be turning into Los Saguaros, and this is our subdivision. So really pretty drive. It's super tranquil and pretty out in this area. It is resort style living at its finest, but truly the night skies, just the community itself, it's so peaceful and so pretty. Sunsets are great everywhere, but here especially, plus the stars at night. Okay, before I really deep dive into what's in the area, amenities and all of that, let's talk schools. Now, for the sake of this video or these videos, I always like using niche.com. When it comes to schools, and if it is something that is important to you, if you have children of school age, you're going to need to do your own research. But I will have niche.com linked down below. I find it to be a super helpful website. There's even going to be ratings from teachers, parents, kids, all of that. It's pretty much on par for what the ratings are, but definitely do your research. Okay, so here we are. You're going to be for public school in the Marana school district. So this red outline shows Marana. We are east of the I-10. This side is Gladden Farms. Right in here, this is our Dove Mountain area. This is the home site right here. So if you're doing public schools, you have a B+ rated public school, which is really great, STEM school as well. So for K through 8, you would be going, or your children would be going to Dove Mountain K through 8. That is a B+ rated school on niche.com. You can definitely look up other ratings as well. And then for high schools, this straight down the road, maybe about not even 5 minutes, which is great, but you'll even have like transportation. They can ride their bikes there through the trails, which is great. Now for high schools, let's go ahead right through here. So here's the house going down right through here, and you'd actually be going this way. Mountain View High School right here. It is nestled right against Crooked Tree Golf Course, which is also a really great golf course to play at. B+ school. So this is maybe 10 minutes down the road, which is really great. So all of the public schools are within the area, close by, great schools, and from what I see in here, the ratings are going up as well. So I think that's even better. Now, if you're looking for charter or private schools, there are some options as well. Private, you're probably going to be needing to go into Oro Valley at Push Ridge Christian Academy, but then there is also charter schools where you can do the Lehman Academy, which that one, it is basically right in this area. So off of La Cañada, right in that area. Let me show you. we're here, it would be right over in this area here. So it's maybe about a 10-minute drive as well, just going down through here, going off onto Moore Road and right over here if you're looking for charter school, and that would be the Lehman Academy, which is also a great school as well. So again, if schools are important to you, definitely do your research. I think it's something that is good to look at, whether you are needing it for your children or resale purpose wise, because even if this is your forever home, you do want to still be in an area that probably has, a decent school district, so resale wise, So let's go ahead and take a look what's in the area. You have 3 golf courses. You have the Gallery, the Highlands, the Dove Mountain Club course, and then you also have the the golf club at Dove Mountain. So 3 golf courses to choose from. They're all very, very pretty. You are also butt up to the Ritz-Carlton. So if you have family, they want to go stay there instead of stay at your house, that's a great option as well. And then you also have so many hiking and walking trails all throughout, either paved or you can go into the mountains and you can see like Wildboro Trail here. It's not gonna let me go up there, but very pretty trails in general. So lots of access to wildlife, outdoor activities. You're gonna be living in the desert, which we're in the desert no matter what. So you'll see javelinas, you'll see coyotes. They're part of the desert. They won't bother you if you don't bother them, but just keep your eyes open. You have the Tortolita Preserve Trailhead, which let's click on that. So pretty options here. Lots of saguaros all throughout. I mean, the community itself is called Los Saguaros. So that's definitely, speaks for itself right there. So let me move us back to where we were. This is where we are right here. So for shopping, now right through here, this is going to be your first area for, food. There is a dentist office in here. You also have a Walgreens. There's an ice cream shop, Wells Fargo. Right here is actually pretty good food. You have Dove Mountain Brewery. And then you also have an Italian restaurant, as well as I think an Indian restaurant and a really great ice cream parlor, all right in this area. So this is 5 minutes down the road. And one thing to note as well before we move on, all in this area, there's a lot of new construction going on. So if, the Los Saguaros with Lennar doesn't necessarily fit what you are looking for, there's a lot of other builders out in this area. I will say Los Saguaros does have the most affordable price point when it comes to living in Dove Mountain. You're going to be seeing other houses that can get into the 7, 8, 9, well into the multi-million dollars, but there's a lot of new construction. So if you want to explore more options, give me a call, text, or email. My contact information is down below. Now, back to amenities. You have your Walgreens. We already talked about this area. Closest grocery store. Let me zoom back out. We are right here. This is our subdivision. All of this loop is going to take you to your shopping. So Tangerine Road, that's going to be kind of your main freeway road to get in and out and to and from. Right here, this is 10 minutes, maybe 12. This is the Fry's Marketplace. This is where you would be grocery shopping. Really nice Fry's. They have a lot of great produce here. They even have clothes and options. So it's like a full marketplace itself. You have a Nico's Taco Shop. There is Domino's, Dry Cleaners, Verizon, Allstate, Dairy Queen, McDonald's, all in this area. So this is going to be your main shopping area for grocery stores and amenities like that. For our other amenities like Costco and Target, those are always very, very important. So my recommendation if you are living in this area is that you're probably going to go to the Target, I would assume, in Oro Valley. Now there's 2 Target options, but I'll show you very quickly. This is right here, our subdivision. I know it says we're at the Tortolita Preserve Trailhead, but this is our subdivision here. Now to get to Oro Valley, you are going to go straight down Tangerine right through here. This is about probably a 15-minute to 20-minute drive. Oro Valley Hospital is right here. This is a very pretty hospital as well. Right across, you're going to have Oro Valley Marketplace. That has everything from Walmart Supercenter, Ulta, You have a DSW, you have a movie theater, restaurants, In-N-Out right there, all of those 15 minutes away. And then you're going to just go down Oracle Road. And then right here at Rooney Ranch, this is going to be some major shopping as well. So you have Home Depot, you have some more restaurants along this line, you have another Fry's, so if you want to do one-stop shop and just go to that Fry's, Planet Fitness, there's a Petco, Target. I've said this in my last video, but this Target is dubbed the most beautiful Target because of the views outside. I don't know if inside is the most beautiful, but I'm sure it's nice. But the views outside of this Target is spectacular. So something to keep in mind. You have a Five Below, a Ross. So a lot of shopping all in this area. This is about 15, maybe at max 20 minutes. So this is the area we're talking about. This is right here, Los Saguaros, right down here, over, right in here. Looks a lot further, but that is going to be the closest Target in my opinion. You have another Target you could go to. So here's our subdivision headed down. If you go down Twin Peaks, this is also going to be a great option for you. Same way as if you're coming from the freeway. Right here, you have the Tucson Premium Outlets. You also have a ER center right in this area. So here's the Premier Outlets. And then where is it? Oh, here it is. Here is your emergency center. So I know I just showed you the Oro Valley Hospital. This is Northwest Emergency. If it is emergency, this is going to be the closest option. This is less than 10 minutes away, maybe 10 minutes at max. So very close to emergency center. You also have an American Furniture Warehouse, so if you need furniture, a car lot. But the outlet malls, you're gonna have everything from another Ulta, Guess, Michael Kors, Ralph Lauren, Nike, Levi's, Coach. There's a lot of stuff there. I was just there the other week. I was surprised with how much stuff has gone in there. So great shopping, 10 minutes away. What makes it even better? You're super close. So here's our subdivision. You're just going straight down here, right here. Now to get to another Target and Costco. Again, down Dove Mountain, Twin Peaks Road. You get back on the I-10. You're gonna pass a lot of shopping. So there is even more at Cortero. There's everything from a TJ Maxx, you have Guadalajara, Walmart Supercenter. There's a lot of restaurants in this area. So this is 15 minutes at max from the neighborhood, but let me just get back to our Costco and Target. So again, this way, down the I-10, and you're gonna be getting off on Ina Road, right here. And you're gonna pass Chick-fil-A. You're gonna get into Thornydale Shopping Center. And here's another Target. This one I actually think is probably gonna be closer. They're about the same distance. But this is the Northwest Target. So here's this one. I shop at this one pretty frequently. And then you also have a Lowe's, Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, all in this area, even more restaurants all along and down this strip. So 15, this is 15 minutes away for sure. And then down the road, you are going to have your Costco. So this is the Northwest Costco. And this one, I swear, out of all of the Costcos, even on Saturdays, it has the shortest lines. So this is a good Costco to go to. You have your outdoor food court. They have indoor seating here. You even have another Lowe's, right? Oh no, this is a Home Depot. Home Depot, more restaurants in this area, all throughout here. So you have so much going on right in through here. Dave's Hot Chicken, Topgolf, Sportsman Warehouse, everything you can kind of need is right in this area. A lot of restaurants all along here as well. So let me keep messing that mouse up. Let me show you where we were. This is where the Costco is. Basically right here to here. So it's about 15-20 minutes, but it's basically majority just freeway travel, which is very, very easy here in Tucson in general. You're rarely dealing with a tremendous amount of traffic. So you have a Target, a Costco, Home Depot, lots of restaurants, 20 minutes away either direction, whether you're going into Oro Valley and or the Northwest side. And then you also have an emergency ER center 10 minutes away. So again, it doesn't get better than that. You're in a beautiful scenery. You have 3 golf courses, trailheads, biking paths, all of those things all in this area. So it's a beautiful community. Now I'm excited to show you the floor plans. Okay, here we are on the Lennar website. This is the Los Saguaros community again, and this is going to be showing you everything from the floor plans. And as you can see, all of these red marks here, those are all the homes that are sold. So there's not much left in this community. So if you do like the community, if you like the price point, now's kind of the time to act. Now, again, a good reminder, if you are going out to the communities, give me a call. I'm more than happy to meet you, and I'd love to meet you in person. And sometimes people might think that they get better deals without using an agent. I promise you, the reps like when you come represented, because those reps work for the builder. You want someone who's working for you for free, because the builder will pay my commission. So you want someone who's experienced, knows what they're talking about, doing new build day to day in every transaction. Why would you not have representation? So make sure you give me a call. Now, I really like this community. It's really, really pretty. All of Dove Mountain is gorgeous, but let's take a look at some of the pricing. Now, right here, these are the model homes. So this cul-de-sac, there are actually a few that will be done soon that are not yet released. This one right here, actually all of these, massive lots. So that's something to keep in mind. But let's first look through some of the floor plans. Now, we were looking at the Outlander, so you have a good idea, but surprise alert, there's 2 RV model options out here, not just the Outlander. So as you can see, price point, you have the home of the week, which is at $606,000. Now, I will say I have a client who is purchasing there, and we were able to get their price negotiated down a little bit more, which is even better. So to be in Dove Mountain with an RV garage for $600 or less is pretty spectacular, because some of the other builders are charging anywhere from the very low 700s to the very high 700s for those RV garages in Dove Mountain. So something to keep in mind. Now, another home of the week, we have the Aurora floor plan. So let's take a look at that. That is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,856 square feet. Let's see what this looks like. And floor plan. Okay, so 3-car garage option, which is great. You have your front entryway right here, right into a den. And then over here, I do really like this. You have a great room, and then you have a 3rd bedroom, which is really awesome as well. Oh, I'm sorry, you have 2 bedrooms over here, and then shared bath, and then your 1-car garage bay. Does have a door. I've seen some floor plans that will have this 1-car garage that do not have any doors to get in. You need like a clicker to get in. So this is a plus. And then you have your really big great room, kitchen nook, your kitchen itself, covered patio, owner suite, all on this half of the house, which is really nice. You even have a guest bath right there as well. So this seems like a beautiful floor plan. You can even play with dimensions on here as well. They even can turn it into a 4th bedroom. Or did I click that wrong? I think I messed it up. Okay, so that's the Aurora floor plan, and priced at $622,000. Okay, let's see. Next one we have, if I can get out of here. Oh, okay. Here we go. Next one, the Revelation. Now, we are going to be touring this one next week, so I don't want to spoil it for you, so I'm going to save that one for next week, but it is a next-gen home, and this is actually one of the nicest layouts for a next-gen that I have seen, especially for that price, $658,000. That's pretty great. All of the others are going for well over pretty much $800,000, so it's kind of a steal. This one, the Tortolita, is the 2nd RV garage option. Now, this one's cool. Here, this is a little bit smaller than the one we just toured. This is 2183 square feet, 3-bed, 2-bath, 4-car garage. So where's the floor plan? Okay, so here we go, covered entry. You have your foyer right here. Both of your guest bedrooms and shared bath are at the front. Then you have your kitchen, nook, dining, and great room all right in here, and then your owner's suite and bath. Now this is going to be my car lovers and or RV lovers dream. You have a 4-bay tandem RV garage. So as this shows, you can fit 5 cars in there or more. That's pretty awesome. So if you want to add a lift in there, if you want to have an RV, if you want to do a gym, a workshop, whatever, this is a great option. And let's look, check out this price, $579. And what's going to blow your mind even more is when I talk about what the incentives are that they're offering for interest rates. So this is pretty awesome. Very rare you can get a new construction home of this magnitude with this massive, RV garage and everything at this price point. Now, last one, let's take a look. We looked at the Aurora, we looked at the Outlander. These are just the ones that they have left. They will have some that are going to be coming available. Yeah, we're going to save the Revelation for next time because I'm going to be touring that. But these right here, some RV garages, give me a call if you want a really, really big lot with an RV garage or not RV garage. These are going to be coming available soon. So if you want first dibs, give me a call. I'll get you the information. They're priced really nicely too. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, these are going to be all quick move-in homes. They do have a few lots like this one right here, and I think one of these over here that they still need to build. So if you want to build out a home, you can, but they're going to be pre-selected packages. So you're going to have your nice long plank wood tile looking floor. You'll have your cafe series, appliances. So it's all pre-selected, which is nice, keeps the cost down as well. But incentives, now I need to check because I was just sent the current incentives and they're actually some of the best ones I've seen, especially just for the area itself. So there's a few options where they can play with the money, but they're offering a 1-0 buy down and it's fixed. So that means if you are doing a conventional loan, the first year, Lennar will give you a 3.25% interest rate. That's right, 3.25. And then from year 2 through 30, it'll lock in at 4.25%. Right now, we are at the low 6s. So that will save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in the long run, thousands. And then they're also going to give you $7,000 towards your closing costs, which should cover a really good chunk. Now, if you are coming in with FHA or a VA loan, it's even better. It's going to be a 2.99% interest rate for your first year. And then for year 2 through 30, you will be locked in at a 3.99% interest rate and also that $7,000 towards closing costs. So that saves you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. You're getting locked in. You do have to use their in-house lender, but honestly, it is a one-stop shop, and why not get that low interest rate in a beautiful new construction home that is covered with warranties? It's a win-win situation. You have a lot of great options, but not very many homes left on this lot area. So if you like them, you do have to act a little bit quickly. Make sure you give me a call. But again, we're gonna tour that next gen in the next video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Isn't this such a beautiful community? And again, the good thing is there's so many builders out here for every price point. So if you have questions, and especially if you are relocating to the area, make sure you give me a call, text, or email. My contact information is down below. And if you would like to explore any of those builders prior to, go ahead and click this up here so it'll take you to any of the builders I have done out here for video walkthroughs. I'll see you in the next video.